Welcome to Burning Questions, where the questions are hot and the wings are even hotter. Today we are here with Mr. Geiger. Would you like to share anything about yourself before we put ourselves through this?
Hot Ones is one of my favorite shows. I'm ecstatic to be doing our version here at Grays Lake North, but at the same time, I am incredibly nervous and uncomfortable.
All right, I'm going to diddle that real fast. So, to start off, we are going to begin our pain by taking our first bite of our mildest sauce.
Great.
So for me, I have the mild Buffalo Wild Wings. What will you be?
I also have the mild Buffalo Wild Wings because I thought it'd be a great way to start together.
That sounds amazing. So let's take this first bite.
Fantastic.
Oh, I got a lot. Okay. Not too bad. I have no tolerance, so even this is a little rough.
Great. Tastes like buffalo sauce. Having a great day already.
We're going to start with the question, what is mental health?
Well, mental health is a lot of things, but I think at its core, it's your emotional and psychological well-being. You know, it has a lot to do with your physical health. It has a lot to do with where you're at in your life, but at its core, it's just your state of being mentally.
Has there been any experiences or anything that's really led you to that opinion of mental health?
Working with students and working in a school, you see a lot of opportunities to help people with their mental health. Especially as a coach, I get the opportunity to not only focus on the things we're doing in the classroom, the things we're doing on the field, but I also get an opportunity to work really closely and build good relationships with the students that I have, the athletes that I have. And a big factor in being successful in the classroom, on the field, at the alley, whatever, is being in a good headspace.
Okay. And can you just let us know what class do you teach in sport team?
I teach all of the tech ed classes, so engineering, architecture, small engines, all the fun classes.
All right, so it is time for round number 2.
Great.
Our next spicy sauce. Definitely don't know what it's called, but it's worse than the first one.
Good, so you're on the right track.
Yeah.
I have original habanero mango, which sounded delicious.
Okay.
Because I love a good mango.
There you go. Okay.
It's really sweet.
Mine's not. All right, next question. What does mental health mean to you? And do you think it means differently to a student that would be in school today?
What does mental health mean to me? I mean, we already kind of talked about my definition of mental health. I feel like the stigma around mental health is what has really changed from when I was in school. I don't want to call it the old days, but people didn't really talk about their mental health. You know, it was something that was either a secret or taboo, and people didn't want to share. And I think now you might still feel uncomfortable sharing your own personal experience and your own personal mental health, but realistically, taking that opportunity to let other people know that there are people who feel the same way that you feel, I think allows everybody, not just students, not just adults, but allows everybody to be able to acknowledge that mental health is a real thing that you have to consider. And that, you guys now have mental health days that you're allowed to take off of school. And I think that's great because sometimes you just have to lie to your mom and say that you have a fever, or you can just say, yeah, I'm really not feeling it today. I need to be able to take a break and relax and then come back tomorrow and catch up.
Alrighty, so time for round 3.
Great.
I am at the third hottest buffalo wing sauce. I think it's like 2 or 3 down from blazing.
Okay.
My mouth is on fire, but
great. Mine was almost too sweet. I should have started with the other one. I am doing the ghost pepper sauce. This one has 5 chilies on it, so I'm assuming it's going to be hot.
Okay, that sounds like not fun for you.
That's the most chilies.
We're just gonna. That was a big dip. Why'd I do that? Okay.
Yep, hot already.
I don't like that. How do people like hot sauce? I'm sorry.
I love a good hot sauce, but at some point it just gets stupid hot.
There gets to a point where there's no flavor.
100%.
What's an important idea or point about mental health and being mentally healthy that you want to share?
It's most important to just know, oh man, my tongue is really on fire right now, that everybody has bad days, but a bad day is not the same as having poor mental health, And I think you really have to make that distinction because sometimes people feel like they are just lost and alone and there's no one else who feels the way that they feel. I'm really enjoying watching you right now. No, it's all right. I'm trying to move this direction so that I'm not staring directly at you because my tongue is also on fire.
You can hide
And
it a lot better.
It's hitting me everywhere else as well. So I think the biggest thing that you should share is just that you're not the only one. Be sure to find someone who you are comfortable talking to. Be sure to find someone who you are comfortable approaching. If you need help, if you need someone to talk to, that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Do you know of any resources in the school where kids can do that?
We have tons of resources. We have social workers, we have counselors, we have teachers, we have coaches, we have therapy dogs. I try to see the therapy dog at least once a day.
That is lovely.
Kenzie and I are best friends. I have dog treats in my desk, and Kenzie knows that when she comes into my room, she can just come straight to me and grab a dog treat. We have a blast, Kenzie and I.
We are on to our fourth and final hot sauce. I think this is called Insanity.
Yep, we decided to do this one
So,
together. This is
I'm
Dave's Gourmet Insanity Sauce.
Definitely terrified, but let's get into this.
We're going to have a great time here.
All right.
I
Gotta
apologize
get
in
a
advance. This seemed like a really good
hearty
idea.
little
To be fair, you picked this one.
Oh, okay. Oh. Mhm. Oh. Mhm.
It starts slow.
I can feel it.
Whoa. It starts slow and then it builds.
Okay.
Oh, it's in my throat.
And I have like more milk. What is happening? What?
Oh, I'm crying right now. Oh.
What's important that you think students should convey to one another about mental health? About mental health, and is there something that all students need to hear?
Here, you have to read that to me again.
Just take a second. All right, should I read the question again?
Yep, please do.
Okay. What's important that you think students should convey to one another about mental health, and is there something that all students need to hear?
Great. Yes. Answer to the second part is yes. Answer to the third part, the first part, pardon me, is percolating. Oh my God. I think it's important that students are there for each other as well. I think that part of the reason why, oh my God, talking makes it so much worse. Part of the reason why there are stigmas about mental health is because people don't talk to each other about it. If you could take the opportunity to be there for a friend, be there for a classmate, be there for a teammate, talk to somebody maybe you don't talk to on a regular basis, especially if it looks like they're struggling, just reach out. Sometimes all it takes is just saying, hey, how are you? Sometimes
Not
you
good.
can...
Not good right now.
I completely agree. I'm having a great time. Sometimes all it takes is just saying, hey, hi, how are you? You know, introduce yourself. Find out that you have a shared interest. Find out that you have a class together. You had a class together when you were in 6th grade or whatever. I know you already burned through that book again. And I think being able to be that person, which not everybody likes to do. Not everybody likes to be outgoing and jump in and talk to somebody. So if you can be that person, you can really kind of like set the standard, and then that builds this group and community around the school and around your team and in your class. And it just makes it better for everybody. I'm not sure I even answered that question, to be honest. Every time air passes through my throat or over my tongue, it just like reignites it.
Okay. Any final thoughts that you'd like to share about mental health?
Yeah, mental health is important. I'm glad we're doing this.
Are you?
I'm glad we're bringing attention to mental health.
Sure.
Am I glad that you convinced me to do this Insanity
Okay.
Dave's Gourmet Sauce? No, it was not ideal. I do think the fact that we're doing this is fantastic.
Yeah.
And the fact that we have students involved and teachers involved, I think makes a big difference. I love that this was a student-led idea. You know, shout outs to Mr. Alger for helping us put this thing together. Absolutely. I think that this really is a cool opportunity for us to be able to talk about it and to share it. I think it's great.
Definitely.
Oh my God.
All right, to close out, I just want to revisit that I love Hot Ones idea. Are you still in love with Hot Ones after going through all
Absolutely. Yep. Would I do it again? Probably not. But could I find a different opportunity? Yes, absolutely.
this? All right, and with that, thank you for all of you who watch, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for tuning in.